So what should people look for when seeking legal representation for a car wreck case?
I would say this, that in my opinion, lawyers are like doctors. Okay. If you're going to have a shoulder surgery, go to not just an orthopedic doctor, but go to a doctor who all he does is shoulder surgery. Every single day he's doing shoulder. And that's what doctors do. Doctors don't just specialize inside of, say, orthopedics, but they specialize inside of orthopedics to individual parts of the body, the shoulder, the knee, the hip, the elbow. You know, same thing with attorneys. You want an attorney who does lots and lots and lots of the same thing. Because even in the world of car wreck and commercial trucking, there's an ocean of information. And so even when you narrow it down to just that small an area, it's still a lot for an attorney to know. Now, if you hire some attorney who does a little bit of everything, you know the old saying, jack of all trades, master of none. You know, and so I don't know how they would do it. Some attorney who advertises he does the domestic and divorce and criminal and wills and estates and trusts and car wrecks. And I'm like, I barely stand on top of all the law when it comes to car wrecks and commercial trucking. How on earth is he staying on top of all those different areas? Well, he might not be staying completely on top of it all. And so when you're looking for an attorney, look for one who does just what it is you're looking to have done and does a lot of it. And so if you need a will done, go to an attorney who writes a lot of wills. You know, if you're going through a child custody issue, hire an attorney that's what they do, a lot of that. You know,
Exactly.
God forbid you need a criminal attorney. Don't say anything. Hire the attorney first. Yeah, go to one who does criminal work. So, and same thing with car wreck. Go to an attorney who does. Do you do a lot of car wreck? Yeah, I sure do. Do you do anything other than car wreck? Not really. No. That's probably the attorney you want to hire, just because you do the same thing all day long over and over. You know, you get pretty good at it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So as we wrap up, what is the single most important piece of advice you would give to someone who has recently been in a car wreck?
Number one, take pictures of all the stuff we talked about. Number two, do not give recorded statements to insurance companies before you reach out to an attorney. And I've said, people have said, well, I'm not, of course I can do that. I'm just going to tell them the truth. I'm just going to tell them the truth. Look, the problem is they're asking you questions and you don't understand the context of the question. So I've seen someone who gave a recorded statement to an insurance company and then come hire me. And what they did this recorded statement asking, well, was the vehicle garaged upon the property? He's like, what? He's like, well, was the vehicle garaged upon the property? He's like, yeah, yeah, sure, whatever. Well, he didn't even know what they were talking about. He didn't know that this is a very specific turn of phrase in the insurance policy they needed him to say yes to, but they didn't tell him that. And so once I became involved and I looked, I was like, that's not what that means at all. Yes, the vehicle was on the property, but the technical definition in the insurance policy of garaged upon the property was referring to like a repair and maintenance facility. He just had it sitting in his garage in his house. That's not the same thing. He wasn't running a lube and oil place. You know? And so don't give reported statements to insurance companies and before you hire an attorney, because you may not understand what it is they're trying to do and what they're trying to get out of you.